Good morning and welcome to the craft room. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late today. You'd think I'd be all organised, but I'm not. I often think, oh, I'll be fine, I'm organised. And then all of a sudden I'm not. Time seems to go very quickly on a Saturday morning as Bella goes off to her 10-pin bowling league and we have to race through breakfast and all sorts of things. So I'm sure we're not the only ones. Saturday mornings are very busy. I want to get down to the desk and show you a few things before we get started, and one of them is the product of the month. So let's have a look at this. Let's go down quickly to the desk. Hopefully I've got everything set up properly. Oh gosh, not really, but we'll give it a go. Let's move this over. Okay, I should have this round the other way. Let's go this way. This is the product of the month. It's paper again, and I love it. Look at these designs. It's called Painted Illusions. So if you spend $125 in one go, and you're looking at maybe a suite you'll get for that or a couple of bundles, you get this paper for $9. And it's fabulous. The colours, it's bright, it's fun. I can really see us using this. This is another couple. You've got your Lost Lagoon in here and the ombre look of the different colours. Can't even get it all in, can I? This one, again, oh, look at this, another swirly, that looks like a leaf to me. A close-up of a leaf. And then you've got this, which is more like a mermaid tail in the pinks. And then you've got the pretty pink flowers, and this is like a rainbow, isn't it? Look at that. So, great ideas in that. And I thought I'd give you a quick flash of those different looks. I also wanted to say that I don't normally do similar things 2 weeks running, and today's a bit similar. I was going to do something with this set. These are the stamps and the dies. I was going to do a silhouette card, and I was going to bring in its paper. Now these are the papers with this set, so you're looking at this is the front is nice and bright and along the theme, and then the backs are again the ombres and there's all pine trees and that. So I was looking at using either one of these backs. There's sun there. Some of the fronts are good too. Look at that. That looks like the water when the sun's shining on it, the shallows. Love it. And then you've got 2 that look like this, a blue and a pink, and like this. And they make great on any card for greeting. And there's that. And I was thinking I would put a silhouette of these, or I would use the stamp of the roller coaster or something on these. And as I was looking at these, I was thinking, gee, you could put them on here too. Perhaps not the busier ones, but where's one of these? There's this one. She says fiddling. So, you could put them on here, or there was even here. That'd work well. So there's lots of things you could do with those. So I'm going to do some of those during the week. I also was going to look at doing them with the blender brushes and blending a background. But look at that. That looks fabulous on that. So I will do something during the week and show you these so that we do have a look at that. And in the meantime, I need to do a Valentine's card. Now, I've chosen to use another paper as inspiration. This is new. It's coming out in March, and it's called Delicate Dreams. And I want to show you this paper so that you can see it. So we've got a linen look at the back, and that's in crumb cake. This might be a new colour coming out. in the new catalogue in April. This is called Hydrangea Hue, this blue here, and I think it's gorgeous. And then you've got a lot of bronze pieces, so that's that one. We're going to use this paper, this page, and this one, I love the colours in this. That one's just got some grey granite, it looks like cloud to me on the background. Then look at this, it's got the crumb cake, it's got Night of Navy, it's got bronze, it's got mossy meadow, and it is gorgeous. And the back is a check design, and again, that's great. We're also going to use a piece of this here, and there's just some soft flowers on the back. And this one here, which is the bronze and the cupcake, and then bronze and cupcake, bronze, then just cupcake, what am I saying, cupcake? Crumb cake, bronze and crumb cake, and this is just crumb cake here. So these are great, great colours to use. Now, I haven't even checked if we're going live in the right place, but it looks like we are. So hopefully this inspires you to have a look at some of these. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. I've forgotten one. Look at this. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Looks like a garden, doesn't it? And just a green on the background. Oh, I can see a card just like that. Oh, I love this paper. I love the colours in it. And it inspired me to think about a card for my husband for Valentine's Day. So I've done a lot of little bits of prep work and not enough of other prep work. So let's have a look what we've got. I'm starting with Secret Sea, and that's not a full page, so that's not going to help me. I need a full page of Secret Sea, or half a page. I'm going to use Secret Sea as the card base. So we'll cut that now, if I can find my cutting machine. It's run away. Someone's run away with it, my daughter. She's busy making Valentine stuff herself. Young love, they're off. We're organising a lunch out for her and her boyfriend. They're going in the cafe part, we're going in the restaurant part. So, of the place, so it should hopefully work fine. Oh, sugar, you know, 16 and in love. Now, there's my card. What else do we need? We need to cut some basic white cardstock. Now, I thought I had some of that. Did I not have any basic white cardstock? Here am I thinking I'm so well prepared and I'm not. Let's just pull a piece out. I want to have them at 2 centimetres under. So that's 1 centimetre, that's 2 centimetres. So I'm doing them exactly 2 centimetres under the card. And one will be, so that's going to be 8.5 by the 12.8. So we'll do 8.5 here and 8.5 here. And that gives us some paper left over to stamp greetings. So hopefully that's got all that out of the road now. There it is, it was stuck underneath. So the first thing I want to do is I want to stick this on the front. And it's a bit long. So let's make sure we've got this the right size. So that's 10.5 there, and we want 2 under 15. So we're going to stick that on, but I want to use, I don't want to waste all this because it's beautiful. And on the back here is this gorgeous hydrangea hue colour. Now, I don't have any of this colour to work with, so I'm going to cut some of it out, and I'm going to use, as I said, the Gears and Textures suite or bundle. So let's get our dies out, and I want to cut out a couple of those and a couple of the little ones. So I'm going to use the darker sections of the flower to cut them out. So we'll bring this in. And we'll pop this up here, and that way we're not wasting paper. I like to be able to make use of some of the inside, which is going to be covered up. And this way we're bringing some of this colour in too. So we'll cut two of the each of those. And that way we will have that colour for the front of the card as well. Now, where's the dies again? We'll put them through again. Oh, through that one down there. I'll have to go there because I need some, don't want to edge too close to the edge. Where did the other die go? It fell off. Yeah. And we might use that one. So let's go through again. So as you can see, this blue would be very non-traditional for a card. We'll pop this out of the road for the minute. So this still is going to go on there with this over the top, like so. And we've got these now two, we should have two of those. Are both of them in here? Did I not pull them out? Come on. Is there two there? Yes, there is. So we have those four wheels there. Now, I want to bring in the colours of the paper that's in the paper itself. So I'm bringing in grey granite and crumb cake, which are two of the colours in this gorgeous paper, because I just loved it all together. And I'm going to do the inside of the card and the outside of the card. And I'm going to start with crumb cake. And I'm going to go along the side. Now, the front of the card, it can go right in to the card. But the inside piece, we'll just do the edge. So I'm doing that corner, this corner, and almost up to that corner. And also inside the card. On the card that's going, on the piece of cardstock for inside, I'm just going to do the edges. And that way, it'll match in. And we'll put that aside for a minute. And we'll take our grey granite And we'll do this side. Now, I did notice this came out a lot stronger than the crumb cake, so I'm going to try and be a bit careful not to make it too heavy. So there's the edge bit done for inside the card. And then we want this piece can go further in. And I don't mind it being a bit darker up here in this corner. Oh, there's a bit of a lump in there I wasn't expecting. We'll see if we can spread it out a bit, but that'll do. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not looking for perfection, I'm just looking to colour it. So I'm going to now clean that. And while it dries, I'm bringing in this embossing folder, and it's called Beautiful Pattern. Now again, that's really not blokey. It doesn't look, it just, I don't know, it's a bit of a sweet looking pattern, could be flowery. We're going to use it under here because it's going to work all right. So I'm just going to pop this in, push these up and bring our cut and emboss machine back. Take these two off and use our embossing plate. And remember, you go in the folded side, the opening at the back, the folded side in first. This is plate 4, plate 1 and 4. And that's done. So now we have this lovely embossed cardstock that has some colour on it, and it's going to go on here and go on the front here. So we might put all that together and we might put this one in here, and then we'll look at decorating. So we'll start with this. I do love this colour, blue. So that's the full size of the card. So I tend to hold it up so I know it's right on exactly where it should be. While that bit dries, we'll put this on the inside. And we'll pop this on the front. Put crumb cake. I want to match up the crumb cake in the same spot inside and out. So we can still see a bit of the edging. It's got tiny little flowers on it, but it's not, it would work fine for a guy, which is what this card's for. This is for my husband. Now, next I would normally die cut some gears out. We don't want to be here all day, so I have done the die cutting already. Now this piece is still part of what I had left over from last week. I showed you how to, last week, create your own copper paper by embossing the paper with just putting the Versamark onto the cardstock the powder on and heat embossing the whole sheet. I've done all that and cut them out, and I've even fussy cut out the flower out of the paper and the leaves, because you don't need to see me do all that again. And I thought the main thing for this card was to show you how versatile this Textures and Gear set is. So I haven't used any of the stamps today. I'm just using the die cuts plus this beautiful paper, and I've fussy cut out a flower and some leaves. So let's put some of this together. Now, did I do it? No, I didn't. So we need to do this bit. I've got bits and pieces all over the place, so I cut out 2 of everything. So we're not going to do anything to the embossed bits. So they're bronze embossed. I will show you how I did these. There are little hearts in this, little tiny hearts. And I've cut out a few in bronze. Got quite a few little bits in bronze. I have these bits in blue. They're the flowers and the leaves. Then I have I've cut the same for each set, so they've all got the same things. And we're going to put some colour onto them using our grey granite. We'll do first. And again, I'm just using the blender brush, and I want it just like that. That'll do up the top bit. Same for this chain. I want it darker, right, really dark towards the top. And then shading, the shading going off. These, I'm just going to go around the edge. So I've got some colour around the edges. Same with this one. It just gives a bit more of a 3D dimension to it and a bit of more reality to it rather than just a flat piece of paper. And I'm not being pedantic about it. I'm not trying to make it even. I'm just adding colour. And here I'm just going to go along the top and the bottom. Just like that. Now that's that lot done. I'll get rid of that bit. And I want the crumb cake again. I'm going to do the same thing. So adjusting, adding in some colour there. And on the ladder, I don't know what, this is probably where the cogs are supposed to run down. It looks like a ladder to me. Bit round here. This one, as I said, you don't have to fuss and make it perfect. I'm just adding in colour. You think of a machine, it's not perfect. It's just worn in different spots. We'll add a bit on here. A bit on this side. And lucky last. Oh, I do need to keep this out because we need to punch out a few hearts. Now, I'm not big with hearts. I don't have a lot of heart dies. But what I do have is my bee builder. And it's got little wing. Well, that's a little heart, but that's a wing, but it looks like a bit of a wonky heart. And that's what we're using. So we'll grab our paper. I just need to cut out, I think, one of each. We'll give it a go. Where did one flew? The little one flew. We'll do another one. Oh, there he is, I think. Oh, we'll do another. There they are. There's those hearts. We'll cut out these hearts. Now, to me, that's the simplest way to get a heart. I'm just going to add some colour into this one too. And on that one I want to add some colour too. I'm not sure whether anything's going to go exactly yet, but we'll put a bit of colour on it. Where's the other brush? Better get the right brush for the right colour. Oh, that's a bit stronger. Right, so now we've got all our pieces. Let's see what we can put together. I will want some dimensionals, which I haven't got any. Let's grab out another pack. Right, so we've got a packet of dimensionals here. And we've got our glue. And we've got all our bits. We'll just make sure I've got no ink that's going to transfer. So, the best way I find when I've got all my pieces is I just work out what I want it to look like. So I figure I'm going to need a ladder going down here, or whatever this is, the cog, the piece that the cogs run along, and a bit of a chain perhaps coming down over it. So I'm going to put those two on with a bit of glue. I'm only going to do dots, a couple of dots along the way. And see if we can hold it. And I'm going slightly off the card, off the white card, so that it doesn't say that has to be in there. It takes your eye further along. Now I've used the brown because to me that's a ladder, so it's wood, and the grey for the chain, and we'll just put a little bit of that there. And the chain can go straight down. It's probably a bit far over for what I want. Maybe it'll go from there. Right. Stay there. Okay, I know I want this flower to be here. Somewhere here. So I'm going to build up now. I'm going to put maybe that white cog there to go with the flower. And I think I'll put this piece underneath here, like so. So I think that can go on with glue. This is how I do it. I just sort of, I reckon I'd like that there. I don't sometimes I put it all together before I glue it, but sometimes I just glue the bits I know that are going to be flat first. Now that cog I want to put there, I don't want it flat. I'm going to put a dimensional behind it. And if I had some little ones, and I don't, I'm going to cut these in half. It'd be easier actually if I do it this way. If I just cut down a row, and then I can pull out these half bits, just so I have a few to go around here, probably every third one, to keep it upright. Oh yeah, that works out. So let's stick that on. And we'll just pop that on the side here. Now, I think we need to put another cog about there. Sort of needs to be up a bit, I think, because I want to put this one up here. So we'll go like that, because I'm thinking my heart's going to go here. And I want my heart to be a double heart, so I'm going to put a bit of glue on it here like this. So while I'm doing the cogs, we'll let that dry. I'll put a little bit of glue there. And I want these cogs sticking up, so hopefully I can put one of these in the middle. It's sort of just layering it as you go. That's all I'm doing, is just, oh, that'll work here, that'll work there. I want them to look like they are interlocked. Now, I'm going to add in some other things on the cogs, so I'm going to pop that one on there with a drop of glue. Of course, I haven't fixed the flower yet. And I want to put the brown one on top. So I'm bringing in 3 different colours on this cog. The bronze, or the copper, the grey granite, and the crumb cake. And then over here I'm going to put blue on this one. And I'm going to put the grey granite up on this one. Oh, stay there. It starts to stick to your fingers after a bit. So now we've got basically everything where it's sort of going to go. I'm going to get my bone folder, because the flowers aren't flat. I'm just going to give them a little bit of a tweak. So you can see I'm sort of bending it so that it's around, it goes up slightly around the edges. So that's the look I'm going for here. And then to hold this in place, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals in the centre, so that I know it'll be held in place where I want it. And it's going to go sort of there. Now I've got these leaves. I've cut out 4, but I only want 3. I just didn't know what would work. So I think we'll put something coming down there, maybe. Maybe this one, because it's so close to the edge. So that can go in underneath it. And I'm just going to use a glue dot. But before, I could use the bone folder. I'm just going to bend it slightly on the edges with my fingers so it sort of sticks up slightly. Just put a little bit of glue. What I love about this liquid glue is once it sticks forever. So I know, and I'm going to push that down with that will stay. Now I'm going to pop another leaf. What's my biggest leaf? This one. It's the longest, so I'll pop this one in under this side. Oh, I didn't curl it. Did you? Just curl it slightly with my fingers and pop it in. There. And again, this one will curl up a bit. And we'll pop this one in here. So I've got a flower that's curled a bit. I've got my heart now ready to go. So let's put a dimensional behind. Well, I might put two so that I know it's going to sit in spot. And we're going to stick that in just slightly under that cog and over that one. So we're starting to get a picture of what this all looks like. Now we've got lots of little bits, so this is where I'm going to put a few bits on that just will bring it all together. So a little bit of glue on the back, and I'm just going to pop one here. I might pop a bronzy one down there, bring some of that bronze down into that corner. So they're just two little hearts sitting down there in the corner. I've got a cog I think I'll put here. So he's just sort of sticking out. And what else? We've got another cog that we might put in here. We'll leave him up a bit higher. I don't know, maybe I need one down here. I need something down here, so let's put a blue one. We'll cover it up a bit so it's just sticking out, like so. And I've got a bit of a gap there. I'm not sure what I'm going to put there. I really think I just want to put another leaf in there. So we'll do that. We'll push it in quite a way. I just don't like the idea of the gap. There we go. Now, inside the card, I'm going to do a bit more. So let's see, we've got this piece left over, so we'll put it down here. Like so. It's a bit much glue on that, so we might just dab that. We don't want the cards sticking together. And I'm going to put this one on the side. Here. Again, I'll drop some glue there. We'll get rid of that. We'll pop this one on top. Actually, why don't we put this underneath here? Like so. We've got this heart, so we better use it. Now we'll pop this one on top. That brings that lovely blue in. I've got another bronzy one here. We'll pop this on. What have we got? I've got a bronzy heart. We better pop that on. We don't want to waste that. You can see I'm just sort of filling in gaps and putting things together. Now what have we got left over? We've got a bronze piece of chain. We might put that down like that. I like that. Come on. We'll pop that there. We have a cog track, if that's what it's meant to be. Oh, now I've put the glue that end, I might just cut some of this end off. That'll do. Get some of that glue off. I think that's enough on the inside. What we can do, I need an envelope. So, let's grab this envelope. Sort of running out of pieces, aren't I? I've put too many on. I thought I had heaps of pieces. Let's just get our colours out. And we'll colour there. And we'll colour this side of it too. Just so the back has colour. We'll get this one out. And I'm going to put this one down the bottom. And down here. Let's see what we've got. I've sort of only got the two coloured bits left. I'm going to see if we can cheat and get a little bit out of this. Oh, we've got a spot here. Okay. Let's just tidy up for a second, put lids on things, clean the table so that we don't get ink on everything. Let's pull that off. Now, we're just going to quickly cut a couple of pieces. Just so that we have enough for the envelope. Actually, this might save us some time. I've got a couple of pieces in there we might be able to use. This is why I tend to keep bits and pieces. These were left over from last week. So let's have a look what we've got. We don't want gold, so the gold can go. The bronze can go. I tried. That's quite dark. It could have gone with it, but I ended up using this bronze. So what we can use, we don't want the greens. They can go. Now we've got a few bits we can use. don't want yellows and oranges either. Okay. Let's bring our envelope back in. We can put this here. If we've got any other bit of ladder, only a tiny bit of ladder there. I haven't got a ladder. What about... Oh, that's that wrong colour. We could do this, that there, with that on top. And this chain coming down. That might work. What do you think? Okay. It's just a matter of trial and error, isn't it? So we're going to I'll pop that out to the side here. I've just put glue everywhere, so we'll just dab that up. We'll pop this on. Actually, we'll pop the chain on, I think, first, so it's behind. So we'll just pop this on here. And this on, like so. And we've got one of these that can go on. Now I don't have a little one to go on, but I do have a heart. So let's just do something a little bit different and put a heart on it. Oh, I think it's that side. Okay. Hasn't got any blue, but that's all right. And then on the back here, what we might put on is, we've got another piece of chain, which we could go this way, couldn't we? We probably don't. Oh, yeah, why not? We can use it all. Bit of chain going this way. Again, we can, any spare glue. We can put this cog on here. And I want to put this one on top to bring the bronze in. I'm not sure if that's, oh, it should be all right. And we can go down here and put this one down to the bottom here. I'm just making it up as I go, as you can see. That can go there. With this here, that goes underneath. How's that? Look. And our last little heart, oh, I tell you what, we've got so much of it left over now. May as well use this little bit up. It can go next to it, just hanging out of there. And our little heart can go next to it. And there you go. Just using pieces that I've had left over. My fingers are all sticky, but that's all right. So I've still got a wheel left over and a little bit of chain, but that's okay. So you can see it's just a matter of popping bits and pieces on. And making, so now I want to put that on there too. See, as it's still here and we can use it. Right. So all the pieces that are hanging over the edge now, I just need to trim. Which is that one. They're all fine. And these need to be trimmed. But I do need to finish off with some bling. Now I know, guys, cards and bling, questionable. This is the Moody palette, and I'm actually going to use the Secret Sea ones. My fingers are all sticky now. And I'm going to use these little ones in... Oh, they're sticking to my fingers. In these holes. So that it looks like a bit of a bolt or something holding them together. And this blue one mimics the flower. And there's another one in here. So I'm just filling where you can see the holes. I'm putting one in. Now, that's that. I also want to add some of these. These are the adhesive back metallic gems, and this is the copper ones. I'm just going to add some of these in where there's some gaps. Probably, oh, there or there. I reckon there, because it's going to fit in the cog. And this one here. And I might even put a couple of little ones. So one down here. And this one up here. Actually, not there. I don't want there. I want to put it up here. Okay, so that's that. On the inside here, these are a bit higher, but these are quite flat. So I'm going to pop one of these in here because it is very, very flat and it will fit flatly in the card. I'm not going to pop any on the envelope. If you're posting them, they would be a nuisance. They would get caught. So I'm just going to leave the envelope as it is. So that's my bloke's card. Oh, there's one problem. I haven't stamped anything. He doesn't know what it's for. I forgot the stamping bit. I am actually using 2 stamps. There are no words in the gear set. So out of Lovely Arrangements, I'm putting Love You on it. And inside the card, I'm using it from the Be My Valentine, which matches the punch. Happy Valentine's Day. So we'll just stamp that Happy Valentine's Day down here if I've got enough room. There we go. And then on the front, this piece of cardstock that was left over, and I buried over here. Where did I put it? She says here. Now I should be using a mat, but I'm not going to get it out. I'm going to do this quickly. Love you. And I'm going to fussy cut it. So we'll just cut around. I might just go up slightly there. Oh, Ellie. You're messing too much. Because you realised, I realised I forgot, so I'm trying now do this quickly. Right. On the front of my card, I am going to stick this across here. And I'm going to pop a couple of dimensionals under it. I'll use these other half ones. Should be using my pick, it'd be easier. Where did I put it? Over here. In fact, I'm going to pop it here. Like so. So that's my envelope. We'll get rid of all the bits. Kind of. Place is a mess today. Oh, you're not crafting if you haven't got a mess. So my envelope, my card, love you, happy Valentines. And my envelope is decorated front and back. Bit messy on the back, but doesn't matter. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and it inspires you to look at how you can use what you have for Valentine's or anything. You don't have to have red, pink, hearts. You can do whatever you like and it will still work. So I couldn't do red, pink hearts for my husband. He really, really is a good old-fashioned builder, and this is more his style. So hopefully he'll like it. I'll find out shortly. And hopefully you all enjoyed it. I will see you next week. We will have something different, I promise. I will put the gears away. The gears and textures, 2 weeks in a row is a bit too much, I know. But I've fallen in love with this set. I'm surprised how much you can use it for. All right, I will chat with you soon. Have a good week, and we'll be back next weekend. Take care. Oh, and hope you do something nice for Valentine's. Maybe someone will do something nice for you. All right, have a lovely day. Bye-bye.